Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Tanya, Aneja, and this is a brand new episode of Technical Gupshup, a show where we'll discuss the technical market outlook, key levels to watch out for, and 5 technical stock ideas that you can bet on at this point in time. Well, Indian market snapped the 3-day losing streak and settled in green on Thursday. However, the gains were capped after a stiff tug of war between bulls and bears. All eyes are now on Q4 earnings. And Infi and TCS actually delivered weaker than expected results. However, HCL Tech results have not disappointed. So now it is very important to understand that where are the markets headed in the near term and which are the stocks that you can bet on at this point in time. And to discuss this and much more, let's welcome our guest on the show today. We have with us Mr. Osho Kishan, Senior Analyst at Angel One Ltd. Thank you so much, Osho, for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television. And I want to begin by asking you about your technical market outlook only. I mean, markets are in, I think, consolidation mode. 17,600 to 17,800 is the range where we are at. So, what are the key levels to watch out for in the coming week, and where are the markets headed, according to you, in the near term?
Very good morning, Tanya. First of all, thank you for having me in the show. Well, now coming to the question, well, Nifty has seen a very decent correction in this week because from past 3 weeks, it has been in a very steep rally. From 17,200, we have seen a single side movement for approximately 9 days in a consecutive that we have seen Nifty to close in a very positive note. So this week, there has been some breather that has been seen in index. So it was quite expected that Nifty can cool off or can see some kind of profit booking. And on the downside, 17,500 was the level where we were witnessing a strong build-up in the put writers position. So we are still having a position, or Nifty is still placed above 17,500. So this is a very strong support zone for Nifty. So till the time it is sustaining above 17,500, we don't have any sign of caution in the market. And even from the FII side, we have seen a decent mixed trade in the whole week. There has not been very short addition or very aggressively long addition either. So that is a very subdued move from the FII side also. So we are expecting that this should continue on the uptrend, on the upside. So we are hopeful that from here onwards we can see a rally on the higher end. But as of now, the immediate range for Nifty is held around 17,500 on the downside and 17,700 to 17,800 on the higher end. So until we breach these two levels or these two zones in a very decisive manner, we can witness some kind of consolidation in the benchmark index.
Okay, absolutely. That's the range coming in. And also, Osho, IT stocks are also in focus. And the Nifty IT index, if you see, it has been under pressure, of course, after a poor Q4 show. And on a year-to-date basis, also, the index is down over 30% now. So what are your thoughts on this particular space? And do you think that there is more pain ahead for all these IT counters?
See, overall, if we will be looking at the IT index, then IT index has corrected near to 6% in the entire week. So that was basically because of the breakdown in Infosys, one of the major heavyweights, which was not having a very strong guidance for financial year 24. But as of now, what we are witnessing that majority of the heavyweight companies have already corrected for 7% or Infosys 12% in the week. So at most, the heavyweights have already seen that this kind of dampening or the correction has already happened in these counters. So from here onwards, we can have a consolidation before the upside rally. But overall, the sentiments in IT is not very much lucrative as of now. We again have to see for the coming quarter result that what is the actual business in major of the IT companies. But looking at the overall technical structure of IT has entered the oversold region. So from here onwards, we do not expect further correction in major of the IT companies. And coming forward, as you have mentioned, that HCL Tech has already seen a kind of decent returns in last quarter. So that has been very positive setup that from here onwards, one can look to accumulate major heavyweight IT companies from medium to long-term perspective. But from here onwards, we do not see further downfall in major IT companies.
Okay, absolutely. So further downside is not that much expected. Also, new age internet companies, they are also in focus right now, and so many brokerage firms have actually initiated their coverage or on the all these stocks like Zomato, Paytm, and they see a significant upside as well. So, what are your thoughts? I mean, do you think that this is a new emerging theme, and also what do the technical charts suggest for all these companies?
Basically, if we will be looking at the overall setup of the new age companies, so new age companies have a very down run. So they are already in a very downtrend, but in between we can see some kind of speculative moves in these counters. As Zomato from yesterday, it has been gaining 3%, 4% on a daily basis. So that has been on the speculations, on the basis
Hmm.
of news. So those are very much fancy for the traders who does intraday or day trading. But from investment perspective, the counters are still on the downtrend. And until we see a very decisive reversal kind of a pattern on the technical charts, we are not very much bullish in any of the new tech companies for the time being.
Okay, absolutely. And Osho, before coming to five technical stock ideas, any sectors, any themes that you are watching that you are bullish on, especially at this point in time?
See, as of now, there are many counters, but majority of them has already seen a very strong run in the past week. So auto was one of my favorite, but we
Hmm.
can see some kind of stagnation in the current week in auto sector. But auto ancillaries are still having potential, and it is looking very positive from here onwards. Even the paint companies are looking very positive from here onwards. We can see a very decisive up move in the paint companies. So one should definitely keep them in their radar. And even the pharma companies, some of the pharma companies, not overall the whole sector, but some
Okay.
pharma companies are also looking very lucrative as of now. So one can even look for pharma companies also as a defensive sector also, and from a terms of good returns in short to medium term perspective also.
Okay, absolutely. Keep an eye on that. And now let's come to five top technical stock ideas. So, which are the five stocks that you're betting on today?
The first technical pick is from the footwear industry, that is Trend.
Okay.
Yesterday, the footwear industry has seen a very strong up move in all the footwear industry. So Trend has seen a consolidation breakout. So
Okay.
near about 1400 was the level that has been tested. But today there has been some kind of cool off or correction after the strong upsurge in last trading session. So we are expecting that any levels towards 1370 to 1380 is a very good buying opportunity in Trend for the
Mhm.
immediate target of 1450 in a very short term, let's say in a positional basis. And for short term trader, it is advisable to keep a stop loss of 1335. The
Okay.
second industry is from capital goods. Cummins India is looking very positive. Recently, it has filled the bullish gap on the downside, which was approximately near to 1470 odd zone. And from there onwards, it has seen a very strong reversal. So one can accumulate Cummins India around 1540, 1550 levels. The downside or the support is placed around 1480. So one should keep a strict stop loss of 1480 and can expect a target of 1655 to 1660 in very short term perspective. The third counter is Concor. Concor yesterday has seen a very strong spurt in the volumes as there has been buying emergence from because on the news of buying rating from one of the broking firm. So
Okay.
on technical chart, it has given a consolidation breakout, and any levels towards 600 to 605 is to be considered good levels to accumulate this counter. The stop loss should be kept at a very near levels of 585, and the immediate target can be expected near 640. The fourth counter is Havels. Havels is looking very positive. Even Voltas and Havels both were very positive. So we are expecting that Havels can see a very strong run from here onwards. One can accumulate around 1200 to 1210 for the upside target of 1260, and the stop loss is advisable to keep around 1170. And the last one is from the paint industry. Asian Paint is looking very aggressive and has a potential to test 3000, 3040 levels in a very short term perspective. So one should accumulate Asian Paint around the same levels, current levels 2850, 2860 for the upside target of 3000, 3040 in a very short term perspective.
Okay, absolutely. So these are the five top stock ideas that are coming in. Don't forget to keep a stop loss. And on that wonderful note, thank you so much, Osho, for taking the time out and sharing all these picks with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
So with that, let's wrap up this edition of Technical Gupshup. But don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. Do share your stock queries, stock feedback, whatever you have. And stay tuned for all the latest market updates. Many thanks for tuning in.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.